And hello, everybody. It's baseball time in Wichita. I'm Todd Hook along with Chris and Jack Worrell. We're here to bring you live NBC Baseball, 83rd edition of the get-together here in Wichita beside the Arkansas River. Today, a Pool C matchup will be the Fort Collins Bandits against the Round Rock Express. Both teams with a loss in the tournament earlier this week, actually on Sunday. And for the visiting team, Round Rock, here's how they'll go. Parker Tadlock will lead it off and play center field. Marcus Castillo will be in right field. Patrick Fennell will be at short. Tucker Pinnell will do the catching. Ty Markey will be at third base. The designated hitter will be Ryan Regal. He will hit sixth. And Kelton Caldwell will play third base. Tim Bechtold in left. And Ramon Vinachea at second base. First pitch to Parker Tadlock is wide, ball one. Starting right on time at 1:30 Central Time, 93 degrees here in Wichita. It's going to be a hot one. And that one's fouled back. Count even 1-1. Actually 0-2. Tadlock 1 for 3 in the tournament. He's out of Georgetown, Texas. Hits from the right side. And that's high, ball one. Round Rock was a 5-2 loser to 316 Elite on Saturday. Round Rock is managed by Steve Markey. And here's the 1-2. Swung on, that is popped to the right side. Right fielder Franklin coming over shallow and makes the play. One out now. Defensively for the Fort Collins Bandits, left to right in the outfield, Bracken will play left field, Mondragon will play center, and Franklin in right. Dill will be at third base, Sarala at short, Kalen Hammer at second base, Tomasino over there at first, and Garrett Hammer behind the plate. Holden Bernhardt will do the pitching. And the first pitch to Marcus Castillo is swung on and missed. Castillo 3 for 5 in the tournament. He's out of Round Rock playing right field. And a pitch swung on, bounced foul. That one was bounced off of Castillo. Going to be a hot one today. They expect temperatures somewhere around 95, 96 degrees. Artificial surface here at Lawrence Dumas Stadium. I'm going to be even hotter on the playing surface. And that pitch is high and away. Ball and 2 strikes. This is game 1 of 4 today. Plenty of time to get down here if you're in the area. If not, tune in, settle in, turn on the air conditioner, and enjoy the broadcast. That is swung on and missed, and that'll do it for Marcus Castillo. And here's Patrick Fennell. He was 3 for 4 out of El Paso. Having a good tournament so far. He is playing shortstop, and that is bounced too short. Up with it, Sarala over to first in time. And the Express goes in order. We've played a half inning here in Wichita. No score. We'll be right back.
Let's say you start an engineering company, and you look at all this, the places where people need to work, play, and learn, what they need to live better. And you know which part you want to work on? All of it.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's how Fort Collins will go. They are the home team. Jake Mondragon will lead it off and play center field. Kalen Hammer will be at second base and bat second. Isaac Bracken will be in left field, and in the cleanup spot will be Dakota Popham. Nathan Dill will hit fifth and play third base. Gabe Franklin will be in right field. Quinn Tomasino will play first base. Garrett Hammer will be behind the plate, and hitting ninth will be Dan Sarala at shortstop. First pitch to Jake Mondragon is high, ball one. Mondragon out of Eaton, Colorado, still looking for his first hit of the tournament. He's 0 for 5. And that's in there for a call strike. Ball and a strike. Left to right in the outfield defensively for Round Rock will be Bechtold, Tadlock, and Castillo. And here's the 1-1. That is driven to center on a line. Coming in will be Tadlock and will make the play on the run. So Mondragon is retired. One out now in the inning. Marquis will play third base. Fennell at shortstop. Vinicius will be at second base, and Caldwell at first. Pennell will do the catching, and on the mound, Carson Childers. 6'5", 215-pounder out of Round Rock. He is a right-hander. First pitch to Kalen Hammer is in there for a strike. Hammer is 0 for 5 also in the tournament. He's out of Navarro Community College. Pitch to him is off his hands, fouled back. Kalen Hammer in the hole, 0-2. Couple of hammers. We got Kalen Hammer and Garrett Hammer, so we'll try to keep those straight. Fort Collins, Colorado Bandits. They are here because they are the Mile High Baseball League champs. This is their third appearance in the tournament. They are 2-4 overall. 1-2 now. That is bounced to the left side, a high hopper. Marquis coming over, cuts it off. Throws across, and that'll do it for Hammer. Marquis had to wait on that one just a little bit. That's one of the good things or bad things, depends on how you want to look at it, about the artificial surface. 2 outs now. Here's Isaac Bracken. Bandits were a 6-5 loss to Mulvane Sunday morning. And the first pitch to Isaac Bracken is low, ball one. He's out of the University of Northern Colorado. He was 2 for 4 in the previous game. That's fouled back, and that'll make the seats. Still plenty of good seats here today, folks. Time to come on out and soak up some rays, watch some fantastic baseball. And that's in there for a call strike. Good fastball. 83 mile an hour from Childers. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first. No score. Bandits versus the Express. And he tried to check his swing, and that'll do it. So the Bandits go in order. We've played one from Wichita. No score. We'll be right back.
Kansas Gas Service delivers natural gas to many of the companies you know, ensuring they have the energy they need to grow and build strong communities, providing cost-effective, safe, and reliable natural gas for a better tomorrow today. Kansas Gas Service.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the second. No score from Wichita. Fort Collins Bandits versus the Round Rock Express. Both teams are 0-1 in the tournament. Holden Bernhardt will work his second inning. He's a 6-foot, 160-pounder out of Mesa Community College. He is a lefty. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 scheduled for the Express. It'll be Pennell, Marquis, and Regal scheduled. Here's Tucker Pennell out of Georgetown, Texas. 2 for 4 in the tournament. Steps in from the right side. And he takes the ball high. And the pitch. That's fisted and popped up. Tomasino giving chase over near the stands and makes the play. Good play by Tomasino. That'll be one out. Tucker Pennell is retired. And with one out, here's Ty Marquis. Marquis also out of Georgetown, Texas. He's 1 for 4 for the tournament. Marquis playing third base. And the first pitch, off-speed pitch, just misses high. What wind we do have is blowing out of the south. That will be out to left. That is slow roller to the left side. Shortstop up with it over to first, not in time. So that ball was fisted towards the left side, and that'll go as a base hit. So Ty Marquis with an infield hit with one out here in the top of the second. This will bring up Ryan Regal. He's out of Liberty Hill, Texas. Takes the first pitch high, ball 1. Regal 0 for 1 in the tournament. He's hitting in the DH spot. Good lead over there by Marquis. And that's low. Bernhardt in the hole here against Ryan Regal. And the pitch high. So 3 straight balls delivered from Holden Bernhardt. Three balls, no strikes. One out, runner at first base. Courtesy of an infield hit by Ty Marquis. That's in there for a call strike. 4 o'clock game today will be Valley Center versus Sterling, Colorado. 7 o'clock, Mulvane versus 316 Elite. And in the nightcap, Northwest Boom versus the Austin, Texas Shockers. So plenty of time to get out here. And that's in there for a strike. So Bernhardt has climbed back into the order. 3-2 now. See if they might want to start the runner right here. And the pitch. That is off the hands. And that will be a double play. So a soft liner to the shortstop. Marquis was not stealing on the pitch, but he was going. I think he got confused on how many outs there were, so he'll be doubled up at first base, and that'll do it after 1.5. No score from Wichita. We'll be right back.
For 6 generations, this land has provided for this Kansas farmer's family. Now, it also provides affordable, clean energy for Kansas. Watch the full story at weststarenergy.com/clean energy.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second. No score from Wichita. Fort Collins versus Round Rock Express out of Texas. 4, 5, and 6 scheduled for Fort Collins. It'll be Popham, Dill, and Franklin. He'll face the right-hander, Carson Childers. Childers out for his second inning of work. Here's Dakota Popham. He is looking for his... Looks like we're going to have a timing violation. Looks like Popham is going to be assessed a 1-strike penalty for being tardy to the plate. We do have a timing rule here. And so with 1 pitch, Popham is in the hole, 0-2. Popham looking for his first hit of the tournament. He's out of Colorado Springs, hits from the right side. Looked like a little knuckleball, and that is squirted foul down the right side. And the 0-2 is swung on, and he threw it by him. So a good fastball at 87. Popham unable to catch up. And that'll be out number 1. So bring up Nathan Dill. Dill out of Butler County Community College. He is 3 for 4 in the tournament. He's playing third base. First pitch to him. That is wide, ball 1. All artificial surface here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium except for pitcher's mound. So if you want to look for dirt or find some dirt here, you'll have to either go to pitcher's mound or bring your own. So the 1-0 is in there. That'll even it up 1-1. Big ballpark, 330 down the lines. Goes out to 385 in the alley, 400 to dead center. Wind calm right now, was blowing out of the south. And the 1-1. That misses low and away. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Nobody on. 1 hit in the ball game so far. That's by the Express. And that's in there for a strike. Count even, 2-2. Childers out of the stretch even when nobody's on. And that is in there for a call strike at the knees. So Nathan Dill will go down looking. And that's Carson Childers' 3rd strikeout of the game. 2 down now. Here's Gabe Franklin. Franklin out of Washburn. 1 for 4 in the tournament, playing right field. And he takes a pitch inside, ball 1. And the 1-0 is squirted foul down the right side. Good time of day to collect foul balls. Not too many folks in the stands. If you want to start your own baseball camp, this would be a good place to collect some foul ball souvenirs. And the 1-1. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Looked like a good changeup from Childers. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. 83rd edition. And it swung on and missed. And that'll do it. So Fort Collins goes in order for the second time. After 2 complete, no score from Wichita. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the top half of the third. No score from Wichita. Round Rock versus Fort Collins. Holden Barnhart has faced the minimum through 2 innings. He'll face 7, 8, and 9 of the Round Rock order. It'll be Caldwell, Bechtel, and Vinachea. Here's Colton Caldwell out of Salt Lake City. Steps in from the left side. First pitch swinging. A 2-hopper to the first baseman, Tomasino, and he'll take it himself. And it'll be 1 pitch and 1 out. 1 out. Here's Tim Bechtel. Bechtel 1 for 5 in the tournament. He's from Copperas Cove, Texas. Right-hander. Shows bunt and takes a strike. Thought maybe he might catch Dill sleeping down there at third base. Off-speed pitch is in there for a call strike. So Homer Barnhart is pounding the zone, so to speak. Very fast worker, which is good for everybody. And the 0-2. That is fouled down the right side, out of play. And here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch way high. 1-2 to the left fielder. Off-speed pitch, that is bounced down the third base line, and that'll get through. Dill laid out for that one, unable to come up with it. Throw back into second. And that'll hold Bechtel to a single. So 1 out base hit. 1 hit apiece. Correction, 2 hits for the Bandits, or for Round Rock now. Here's Ramon Vinachea out of San Antonio. 0 for 3 in the tournament, looking for his first hit. Steps in from the right side. Pretty good lead over there by Bechtel. That is bounced to the right side. Second baseman up with it. Over to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. Vinachea runs very well. He'll reach on the fielder's choice. And Bechtel will be forced at second. 2 outs now. Ball was not hit hard enough to turn. Bandits did the prudent thing. Got the lead runner. Top of the order now, here's Parker Tadlock. Tadlock flew out to the right fielder in the first. He's out of Georgetown, Texas. 1 for 3 in the tournament. Good lead over there by Vinachea. And a strike to Tadlock. And here's the 0-1. That's in there. Good strike on the outside corner. Bernhardt has been hitting spots so far. Couldn't draw it up any better than that. And the pitch, that is high. Tried to get him to chase something. Tried to elevate his eye level just a little bit. Tadlock wasn't biting. Ball and 2 strikes. Two outs, runners at first, no score. And that has bounced through the left side, and that'll get through there for a base hit. So the Express has something cooking here with 2 outs, back-to-back base hits. So Vinachea down to second. Tadlock at first with a base hit, 2 down. Here's Marcus Castillo. He struck out in the first. He's 0 for 1. 3 for 5 in the tournament. Time is called. Hammer wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. Pretty quick consultation. Want to make sure everybody's on the same page with a runner at second base on the signs. Wind now freshening out of left field. And the first pitch to him is wide, ball 1. Ball and no strikes, 2 outs, runners at first and second, no score. We're in the top of the third. That misses wide, ball 2. Didn't miss by much. Home plate umpire is Lance Vaughn. Chad Rogers over at first, and then the rocking chair, Brian Sawyer. 3-man crew here in the NBC tournament. And a slide step that is fouled back. Good quick motion to the plate from Holden Bernhardt. Executes the slide step as good as anybody. And a 2-1. Misses inside. 3 balls and a strike. This is Round Rock's first World Series appearance. And a 3-1 is fouled back. They lost a tough one, 5-2 to 316 Elite the other night. Round Rock jumped out early in that one. 316 hung in there and closed it out. And here's a 3-2 to Castillo. Runners are going, and that's inside, ball 4. So that's going to load them up for Round Rock. 2 outs, it'll be up to Patrick Fennell to keep this thing going. Bounced out to the shortstop last time up. He's 3 for 4 coming into today. He's out of El Paso playing shortstop. And the first pitch, that is driven to center. Looked like Mondragon is right there in his tracks and makes the play. So Round Rock is going to leave them loaded after 2.5 from Wichita. No score. We'll be right back.
If we really put everything in our name that we do, it would look like this. Professional mechanical, electrical, plumbing, structural, telecommunications, civil, transportation, aviation, water, wastewater, energy, land development, planning, field services, survey, geotechnical, materials testing, inspection, 3D scanning, air and water balance, engineering consultants.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the third. No score between Fort Collins Bandits and the Round Rock Express. It looks like Carson Childers will be out for his third inning of work. He has faced the minimum so far. Fort Collins will send Tomasino, Hammer, and Sarala to the plate. Here's Quinn Tomasino out of NJC. He steps in from the left side. 1 for 3 for the tournament. First pitch swing, that is drilled into right center, and that'll get by the center fielder. Center fielder picks it up on the track, and Quinn Tomasino is in there with a leadoff double. He was setting dead red on that, barreled it up, and got it in the gap. So a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here's Garrett Hammer. Hammer doing the catching today. He's out of New Mexico Highlands. 1 for 3 in the tournament. Wind is freshening out of the south. And the first pitch swinging, that is down the left field line, foul. A lot of foul ground here in left field, quite a bit in right field. Big ballpark. Right on the banks of the Arkansas River. That is bounced to the right side. That'll get the runner over. Caldwell will take it himself, and Hammer does the job. 1 out now, runner over to third. So Tomasino over to third and can score on a fly ball. Here's Dan Sarala. Sarala hitless in the tournament. He's playing shortstop. He's out of the Colorado School of Mines. And the first pitch to him is low, ball 1. Dug out nicely by Pinnell. Good catcher so far in the tournament. Not many balls getting by. Off-speed pitch. Floats high, ball 2. Looked like a little change up from Carson Childers. Left it up just a little bit. Pitch to Sarala, swung on and missed. Good fastball at 82. Two balls and a strike. 1 out, runner at third. Leadoff double by Quinn Tomasino. And the pitch swung on and fouled back. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Childers in a significant need of a strikeout right here. Dan Sarala in the 9-hole in the lineup. And the 2-2. Just misses wide. That'll run it full. And a 3-2. Just misses low, and he'll lose him. So Childers will walk the 9-hole batter. The only blessing out of that is that we've got a force here to get a ground ball and get out of it. Here's Jake Mondragon, a center fielder, 0 for 1 out of Eaton, Colorado. And he takes low, ball 1. Fort Collins with runners at the corners, no score. That is wide. That's going to get by the catcher. And a run will score. So that will be a wild pitch. Sarala down to second. That'll be the first run of the game. Bandits lead at 1-0. Two balls, no strikes to the leadoff man, Mondragon. And Childress steps off and chases Sarala back to second base. Pretty good lead out there. And a pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Good hack there from the center fielder. Jake flew out to the center fielder last time up. He's 0 for 1, 0 for 5 in the tournament. Off-speed pitch bounced to the left side. Fennell going to have to wait on it, and he's up with it over to first in time. So 2 outs now. Sarala over to third. So bring up Kalen Hammer. Hammer hitless and the tournament. Bounced out to the third baseman last time. He's out of Navarro Community College. And he takes inside, ball one. Almost got away from Pennell. Fort Collins leads at 1-0. We're in the bottom of the third. And that's swung on and missed. Count even now, 1-1. And an off-speed pitch misses high. 2 balls and a strike. Fort Collins out of the Mile High Baseball League. Got in here by winning their tournament. That is bounced to the left side, and that'll get through there for a base hit. So Sarala will score, and that'll be 2-0 Fort Collins. So that'll be Hammer's first base hit of the tournament, and credit him with an RBI. This will bring up Isaac Bracken. Strikeout victim in the first. And he takes a pitch high, ball one. And the 0-1. Little nubber just gets by the pitcher. Second baseman charging up with it over to first in time. And that'll do it. So Fort Collins leaves one. They get a couple here in the bottom of the third, and they lead it 2-0. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the top of the fourth. Fort Collins Bandits 2, Round Rock Express nothing. Here's how Round Rock will go. It looks like it's going to be Pennell, Marquis, and Regal. Holden Bernhardt will continue to work for Fort Collins. Here's the cleanup guy, Tucker Pennell. And he takes high, ball one. Pennell out of Georgetown, he's 0 for 1. 2 for 5 in the tournament. And that's lifted to center. Mondragon, and looks like it's going to be Franklin in right. He makes the call and the play. 1 out now. Here's Ty Marquis. Marquis 1 for 1 today. Comes in 1 for 4 in the tournament, so that would be 2 for 5. He's out of Georgetown. Marquis playing third base this afternoon. Off-speed pitch is swung through and missed. Strike one. Looked like a good straight change from Holden Bernhardt. And the pitch, that is bounced to the left side. Sarala up with it over to first in time. So Barnhart getting the Express in order here in the top of the fourth. And with 2 outs, here's Ryan Regal. Regal 0 for 1 today, 0 for 1 for the tournament out of Liberty Hill. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Good fastball at the knees from Bernhardt. And the 0-1 off-speed pitch just floats outside. That'll even it up 1-1. Ball and a strike, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the fourth. Round Rock down 2-0. That is driven to center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit for Ryan Regal, and that's his first base hit of the tournament. With 2 outs, here's Kelton Caldwell. Bounced out to the first baseman last time. He's out of Salt Lake City. Hitless in the tournament so far. He's playing first base. Steps in from the left side, left on left matchup. Good off-speed pitch in there for a call strike. And the pitch, that is driven. That's going to get down in left center. Mondragon over to cut it off, and that'll be a double for Kelton Caldwell. Regal over to third. And with 2 outs, Express have something going here. Chance to tie it up with a base hit right here. Here's Tim Bechtold. Bechtold 1 for 1 in the game. 2 for 6 in the tournament out of Copperas Cove, Texas. Steps in from the right side. Try to get his club a run right here. And the first pitch. Tried to check his swing, went around, strike one. Bechtold playing left field today. And the pitch, that is swung on and fouled back. Oh, 2, Holden Bernhardt trying to get out of it. Runners at second and third, trying to strand him right there. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitches high and away. Not close enough to get Bechtold to try to chase. 3 more games to follow. Gonna stay tuned, or if you're in the area, come on out. Plenty of good seats available. And the 1-2 is high, 2-2. $5 baseball. Go by and pick you up a voucher from Quick Trip and get a discounted seat here at the ballpark. Can't beat that with a stick. And here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch misses low. That'll run it full. Bottom third of the order has had a lot of success against Holden Bernhardt. And the pitch. Fastball misses low, and he'll lose him. That'll load him up. This will bring up Ramon Vinachea. Vinachea playing second base. He is hitless in the tournament. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third. He's out of San Antonio. Chance to get one back or maybe put up a crooked number right here in the top of the fourth. And that's bounced up the middle. Second baseman up with it over to first. Not in time. 2 runs we're going to score. So it looks like Regal will score. Caldwell will score from second. And we're all tied up. Bechtold down to second. And that'll be a base hit for Benechea. Ball was hit right up the middle. Second baseman Hammer, good job getting to it. Momentum going to left field, unable to get enough on it to get the speedy Benechea. First and second, we're all tied up at 2. 2 outs. Top of the order, here's Parker Tadlock. Tadlock takes a pitch low, ball 1. He is 0 for 1. Singled and was stranded in the third. 5 hits for the Express, 3 hits for the Bandits. And the pitch is wide. Ball 2. Looks like Bernhardt is going to try to hold the ball a little bit longer, maybe take a little bit of the spring out of these base runners. That's one way of holding the runner. That was a little quicker, slide step to home plate, and that's in there for a strike. So in the last 2 pitches, he's demonstrated good ways to manage runners on base. Slide step and holding the ball a little while longer. And the pitch, that is sliced foul. Ball and 2 strikes. And that's in there. Runners are going. Throw down to third in time, and Bechtold will be caught stealing. Good throw by Garrett Hammer, and that'll do it. So Round Rock is going to leave a couple. They get a couple. They tie it up after 3.5. We're all tied at 2. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We go to the home half of the fourth. We're all knotted at 2. Fort Collins Bandits and Round Rock Express all knotted at 2. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 scheduled for the Bandits here in the fourth. First pitch to Dakota Popham is wide, ball 1. Popham 0 for 1. He is hitless in the tournament. He's out of Colorado Springs. And he takes a pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Ball and a strike to the designated hitter. And the pitch is in the dirt. 1-2. And the pitch, off-speed pitch, just fisted. That's going to just get over the reach of Vinachea at second base and be a leadoff hit for Popham. Popham fooled on the pitch, able to hold his hands back just long enough to spray it into right field for a base hit. Here's Nathan Dill. 0 for 1 today, 3 for 4 coming into today. Struck out in the second. First pitch to him. Off-speed pitch floats high. Action now in the Round Rock bullpen. Daniel Lewis getting loose. 6'3", 185-pound right-hander. And the pitch. That's low. Two and 0 to Dill. And that's in the dirt. Had everybody ducking for cover on that one. As an umpire, you see that ball hit in front of the plate. Not exactly where to go. 3 and 0 now. See if he can climb back in it. That's a strike right down the middle. Three balls and a strike. Wouldn't be surprised if Dill is taking here. And that is fisted down the first base line and foul, just out of reach of Caldwell. That was in on his hands, fisted down the first base line. So Childers has worked back into the count, has run it to full after being down 3-0. And here's the 3-2. Off-speed pitch misses. And he'll lose him. Pop him down to second. Dill out with a no-out walk. It looks like we're going to have a conference by Steve Marquis on the mound. No indication yet of a move. Looks like they may be talking over a little bit of strategy. We're all tied up at 2. Express got a couple to tie it up in the top of the 4th. Bandits got 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Home plate umpire out to see what they're going to do, and the conference is over. And here's Gabe Franklin, nobody out, runners at first and second. Struck out in the second. He's 1 for 5 in the tournament. First pitch swinging, and that will be skied. And that will be an infield fly rule. Second baseman Vinachea out to haul it in. This will bring up Quinn Tomasino. Doubled and scored in the 3rd. He's out of NJC. He is 2 for 4 for the tournament. Steps in from the left side. We'll have a right-on-left matchup here. Just exactly what Fort Collins was looking for. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Wind calm here at the ballpark, 95 degrees at the moment. And that's low in the dirt. Stopped nicely by Pennell. Even though there is no dirt in the batter's box, I will continue to say dirt because ball in the BBs just doesn't sound quite right. And here's the 2-0. A good fastball. That's in there for a call strike. 2-1 now to the third baseman. Correction, the first baseman. Open stance. And he hit him. So Tomasino's going to wear that one, and he'll be awarded first base, and we're all loaded up. Looks like Steve Marquis is going to go to the mound. Looks like we're going to make a change. Looks like it's going to be number 13, Daniel Lewis, a right-hander out of Georgetown, 6'3".
Good afternoon, baseball fans. I'm meteorologist Katie Western here in the KSN Storm Tracker 3 Weather Center. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of a cool down we had yesterday, because we're starting to climb back up today. Highs will top off around 96 degrees in Wichita this afternoon, and with the humidity, it'll feel like it's around 100. So still need to stay hydrated for today. We'll see some clouds pop up this afternoon. I can't rule out a stray thunderstorm, but more than likely we will stay dry again today. We'll keep with plenty of sunshine through the evening, down into the low 90s. Then by the time you're headed home tonight, we'll finally cool off into the 80s, but still going to be humid outside, in keeping with mainly clear sky. So enjoy today, because temperatures only keep heating up through the middle of this week.
So Lewis will inherit a bases loaded mess. Lewis will face the 8-hole hitter, Garrett Hammer, when play continues. And I mentioned today and tomorrow is $5 days at the ballpark. Go pick you up a voucher at Quick Trip, and you'll get a discounted ticket price any place you want to sit. Well, unless you can't sit in the press box, but you know, anywhere outside the press box, I assume. Not a bad seat in the house here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Just southwest of downtown, we have downtown in our view. It doesn't get better than that, especially at night, right on the banks of the Arkansas. Beautiful venue. Bases loaded. Daniel Lewis has completed his warm-up tosses. He will face Garrett Hammer. Steps in from the left side. The first pitch to him. That is popped to left field. It looks like Bechtold has a beat on it. He'll make the play. Runner tags. Here's the throw, and it's cut off. And there's nobody at third. Third baseman came in early, and it looks like they have the runner hung up at first. They will get him. One run will score, and only one run there. So Hammer flies out to left field for the second out of the inning. And it looks like Tomasino will get hung up in the rundown and will make the third out. So one run there. Popham will score. Score now 3-2. We're through 4. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the top of the fifth. 3-2 Bandits. Bandits get one run. Top of the order for the Round Rock Express. It'll be Tadlock, Castillo, and Fennel. Looks like we have a new pitcher for the Bandits. Let you know who that is in just a moment. First pitch is high to Tadlock. It's going to be, looks like Locke Bernhardt. And the second pitch to Tadlock is low. It's going to be Locke Bernhardt. He is a right-hander, 6 foot, 150-pounder out of Mesa Community College. And the pitch is low. 3 straight balls from Bernhardt. And that's wide. That'll be a 4-pitch leadoff walk for Parker Tadlock. Express has the leadoff man aboard. Here's Marcus Castillo. He is 0 for 1. Strikeout in the first, walk in the third. Good lead over there by Tadlock. And the pitch to Castillo. Good fastball in there for a called strike. Castillo out of Round Rock. And the 0-1 shows bunt, pulls it back. Snap throw down to first. Not in time. So a ball and a strike to Castillo. Good lead over there by Tadlock. Always a threat to run. And he's going. Pitch is swung on, driven down the left field line. Just fair. Bracken playing the carom. They're going to send the runner, and the throw is cut off. So Tadlock will score from first. He was going on the pitch. Castillo will be in for a double, and we're all tied up at 3. Ball was on the inner half, and Castillo pulled his hands in, turned on it, and drove it down the left field line. Bracken did a good job playing the carom. He played the carom as good as you possibly can. Tadlock just too fast to make a play at home plate. So a runner at second base, nobody out, 1 run across. We're all tied at 3. Fennel shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike. Fennel 0 for 2. Three for 4 coming in today in the tournament. He's out of El Paso. And that is driven through the right side for a base hit. Castillo had to hold up to make sure it was going to get through. He'll be down to third. So Bernhardt not exactly fooling anybody here in the top of the 5th. Round Rock will have runners at the corners. Here's Tucker Pennell. Pennell 0 for 2 today, 2 2 for 4 in the tournament. He's out of Georgetown. And the 0 for 1, runner going. Throw is cut off. Run back, throw back to home. The runner is safe. There is a sliding collision at home plate. Garrett Hammer is in pain. Fennell will steal it. He will end up down to third. They cut that throw off, tried to come home and get the runner home. Unable to do it. And Castillo will score. 4-3, Garrett Hammer is walking it off. Trainer is out to have a look at him. It looks like they're looking at his left arm or left hand. Looks to be in quite a bit of pain. Patrick Fennell down to third on the play. Throw does squirt away from the catcher. Looks like they are going to remove Garrett Hammer. Looks like number 42, Richard Edwards, will come in to take over. He's a 6'1", 210-pounder out of Fort Collins. So Hammer will exit with an injury. So Edwards will take over. He'll take a couple of warm-up tosses, and he is ready to go. Out to check on the signs. And we're back ready to go. Two runs across here in the top of the fifth for the Express. They lead at 4-3. First pitch swinging from Tucker Pinnell, and that's foul back. Pinnell out of Georgetown. He's 0 for 2. And the 0-2 misses low. Ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at third base. Started with a leadoff walk to Tadlock, a double by Castillo, and a single by Fennell. And you're up to date. And here's a 1-2 that is bounced to the right side. That'll get a run home. First baseman Tomasino to his right, backhands and flips to Bernhardt for the out. Fennell will score and credit Pinnell with an RBI. One out. Here's Ty Markey. 1 for 2 today. 1 for 4 coming into today in the tournament. Out of Georgetown, hits from the right side. First pitch from Bernhardt is low and away. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Express. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Bandits. Both teams 0-1 in the tournament. And that misses inside. Express lost 5-2 to 316 Elite on Saturday. Bandits fell 6-5 to Mulvane Sunday morning. And a 2-0 misses. So Bernhardt leaking a little oil here. There is action in the Colorado bullpen. And that's a good off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 3-1 now to Marquis. Three and one, swung on and missed. That'll run it full. And a 3-2 is fisted foul. Looks like Cody Lawson getting loose in the Colorado bullpen. And here's the 3-2. That's bounced to the left side. Serrala up with it over to first. And in time. 2 outs now. Here's Ryan Regal. Singled and scored in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. Regal 0 for 1 in the tournament coming into today. He's out of Liberty Hill. Right-handed hitter. Just missed inside. Almost hit him, actually. Temperature has climbed to 97 degrees. And that misses high. Two and nothing to Regal. Here it is. Just missed inside. 3-0. Bernhardt throwing a lot of pitches. Bernhardt has given up 3 here in the top of the 5th. 5-3 Express now. Sitting there for a call strike at the belt. 3 balls and a strike. And that's on the outside corner, and that'll even it up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. 3 runs across, 5-3 Express. And a 3-2, almost hit him. Second walk issued of the inning by Locke Barnhart. Two outs, runner at first. Here's Kelton Caldwell. Doubled and scored in the 4th. He's 1 for 2 today. Oh for 5 coming in the tournament. He's out of Salt Lake City. Hits from the right side or left side. Good lead over there by Regal. And that swung on and popped up. Third baseman Dill giving chase. Sunglasses are down, and that'll be in the 3rd row. High sky today here at the ballpark. Very little definition. Hardly any clouds that we can see. And big league pop-ups are going to be an adventure. Count even, 1-1. Here it is. Good pitch on the outside corner for a call strike. 1-2. And the 1-2 just misses outside. Tried to hit the same spot, a little bit farther out this time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Gotta wonder if they might send Regal on this one. Be a good off-speed pitch. Nope, nobody's going. That is a slow roller to the shortstop over to first. Not in time. So that'll be an infield hit for Caldwell. That ball just got by the pitcher, Barnhart. Sarala was playing back pretty far. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Coach Chung to the mound to talk about it. Looks like they're going to make a move. Let you know who it is in just a moment. Looks like number 7, J.T. Mossberg, will take over for the Bandits. Six-foot, 180-pounder out of Eaton, Colorado, throws from the right side. So Mossberg will take over here in the 5th, try to get that last out. 2 runners on will be the responsibility of Locke Bernhardt. And we're ready to go. This is going to be the 8-hole man, Tim Bechtold, and he takes a strike. Runners at first and second. Mossberg inherits a slight mess here, trying to get out of it. 2 outs. Off-speed pitch is wide, 1-1. Bechtold 1 for 1 today, walked in the 4th. He's 2 for 5 in the tournament. And he takes a pitch inside, almost hit him. 3 runs across this inning for the Express. They scored 2 in the 4th. And that's a fastball wide. 3 balls and a strike to the left fielder. Bandits at risk of loading them up right here. That is driven up the middle for a base hit. And they're going to hold the runner at third. Mondragon up with it quickly. Hits the cutoff man. And they're loaded. 2 hits in the game for Bechtold. Regal down to third. Caldwell down to second. And this will bring up Ramon Vinacha. Vinacha out of San Antonio shows bunt and bunts it foul. 1 for 2 today, base hit in the 4th, reached on a fielder's choice and was stranded in the 3rd. So he's 1 for 5 for the tournament. And the 0-1 is wide. 10 hits on the afternoon for the Express, 3 hits for Colorado. Good off-speed pitch swung through, and that'll be strike 1. Three runs across, looking for more. That is fisted foul. Mossberg got it in on his hands, and he fisted foul down the third base line. Ball and 2 strikes. Mossberg trying to make a pitch, get out of it right here. And that's wide, 2-2. Vinachea trying to do some damage right here with a base hit. That is bounced to the left side. Third baseman cuts it off. Over to first. Throw in the dirt. 1 run will score. He's unable to bring it up, pull it up, and Vinachea will reach on the error. 2 runs will score, and that makes it 7-3 Express. Bechtold down to second. And this will be the 10th man to hit in the order. Tadlock first pitch swinging, bounces it back to the mound. Mossberg over to first in time. So Round Rock is going to leave a couple, but they're going to get 5 here in the top of the 5th. They lead at 7-3. We'll be right back.
The city's not just built, it's grown to the needs of people. You make the infrastructure, the muscle, bone, and circulation, so natural to the body of the city that you almost forget they're even there.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 5th. Fort Collins with a little bit of work to do. They trail at 7-3. Express got 5 runs in the top of the 5th. They'll need to start chipping away at that lead. Daniel Lewis will continue to work for the Express. It'll be Sarala, Mondragon, and Hammer. Here's Dan Sarala. Walked and scored in the 3rd. First pitch swinging. And strike 1. Sarala still looking for his first hit of the tournament out of the Colorado School of Mines. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball. Almost hit him. Wind freshening a little bit out of the south. Not much. And that is wide, and that'll go to the screen. Two balls and a strike. And that's in there for a call strike on the outside corner. 2-2. And the 2-2 from Lewis had him fooled, swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 1. Here's Jake Mondragon. 0 for 2, 0 for 7 for the tournament. Bounced out to the shortstop last time and takes a strike at the knees. Mondragon out of Eaton, Colorado. And the 0-1 off-speed pitch floats in the air there for a strike. Good change of pace from Daniel Lewis. Mondragon in the hole, 0-2. Here it is. And he swings through it, misses it. Dropped by the catcher. Pendle corrals it down to first, and that'll retire Mondragon. 2 down, here's Kalen Hammer. Hammer out of Navarro Community College. 1 for 2 today. 1 for 7 for the tournament. RBI in the third. He takes ball 1. And the 1-0 is popped foul. And the 1-1, that is lifted to left. Bechtold near the line and makes the play. So Fort Collins goes in order. We've played 5 from Wichita. 7-3 Express. We'll be right.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it.
Back! Let's finish strong!
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 6th. Looks like JT Mossberg will continue to work for Fort Collins. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Round Rock. Round Rock have scored 5 in the 5th and 2 in the 4th. They lead it 7-3. 7 runs, 10 hits for Fort Collins. 7 runs, 10 hits for the Express. And here's the first pitch to Marcus Castillo. That is in there for a strike. Castillo 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And he takes low, ball 1. Doubled and scored in the 5th. Struck out in the 2nd. Walked in the 3rd. And he takes wide, ball 2. Off-speed pitch, that's low. 3-1. Mossberg is not in a position here to walk the leadoff man, that's for sure. And that's low, and that's just exactly what he's done. So a leadoff walk to Marcus Castillo. Those leadoff walks come home to roost about 75% of the time in the big leagues. I'm sure it's quite a bit higher at this level. So here's Patrick Fennell, and he takes a ball inside. Fennell out of El Paso singled in the 5th and scored a run. 3 for 4 in game 1. And that's a fastball wide. Mossberg struggling with control. He's going to take a moment, scratch around, try to gather himself. He's ready to go now. And that's in there for a call strike. 2 balls and a strike to the shortstop. And that's bounced to the left side. Shortstop up with it over to second for one. Back to second for the double play. So that's exactly what Mossberg needed. The old 6-4-3 twin killing. And we have 2 outs. Here's Tucker Pennell. And he hit him. So that's a 2-out hit by pitch. This is going to bring up Ty Marquis. 1 for 3 today, 1 for 4 in his previous game here at the World Series. So 2 hits in the World Series. He takes a strike. Marquis out of Georgetown. Plays third base. Bounced out to the shortstop the last 2 times up. Good change of pace from Mossberg. And Marquis swings through it. Strike 2. Two outs now, runner at first, 0 for 2. 0 and 2 is up high, almost hit him. Wind seems to be freshening out of the south, blowing out to left. About 10 mile an hour. That is swung on and driven to left field. Bracken going back a few steps. He has a beat on it, and that'll do it. So Round Rock will strand one. We're through 5.5. They lead at 7-3. We'll be right back.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
Love you, Coach. Aw.
9 o'clock, you're pitching tomorrow.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We go to the home half of the 6th. Fort Collins has some work to do. They trail the Express 7-3. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Bandits. It'll be Bracken, Popham, and Dill. They will hand Daniel Lewis the ball again this inning. And it looks like we're going to have a timing violation. Looks like a 1-strike penalty will be assessed against Brackett. Umpire said he was tardy getting ready. So the first pitch to him is swung on and missed, and Bracken is in the hole, 0-2. And here's the 0-2. That misses. That's in the dirt, about 4 foot in front of home plate. Not the best of purpose pitches by Daniel Lewis. Got to get a little closer than that. And a 1-2. That's low and away. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. And the pitch, fisted foul. 3 more games to follow. We'll have all of them for you. And here's the 2-2. That's low and away in the dirt, 3-2. And here's the 3-2. Fastball popped up. Catcher Pennell giving chase. And he'll make the play right in front of his dugout. So that'll be out number one. Isaac Bracken pops out. This will bring up Dakota Popham. 1 for 2, a run scored. He is 1 for 2 for the tournament. He's out of Colorado Springs, hits from the right side. And a ball is in the dirt. Ball 1 to the designated hitter. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Express leads the Bandits 7-3. That is driven to left field, and that'll be down for a base hit. So Popham records his second hit of the game and second hit of the tournament. And with one out, here's Nathan Dill. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Struck out in the second. 3 for 4 in the tournament coming in. Good lead over there by Popham. And that's wide. Good play by Pennell to keep that one away from the screen. And the 1-0, that is lifted to center. Tadlock right there, and he hauls it in. 2 down now. Tadlock had him played perfectly. This will bring up Gabe Franklin. One for 6 for the tournament. He's out of Washburn. And that is driven to left center, and that'll get out. So a 2-out hit for Gabe Franklin. 2 hits in the inning. So Popham down to second, Franklin at first. This will bring up Tomasino. Tomasino doubled in the third and scored. Hit by pitch in the fourth, so he's 1 for 1. So he's 2 for 4 for the tournament. And an off-speed pitch, low and in, ball 1. Catcher Pennell out to talk to Lewis. Looked like he might have crossed him up on that one. Very frustrating for a catcher to get crossed up. Equally frustrating for the umpire because he can't catch it. Very important everybody's on the same page. All right, the conference is over. Lewis with a sign and a check. And the pitch. Low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Tomasino out of NJC. And the pitch. Good change of pace. He swung through it. And that'll be strike 1. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. And he swung through it. 2-2. And the 2-2 is in the dirt, hit about 3 feet in front of home plate. Knocked down by Pennell. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be off with the pitch. Lewis trying to make a pitch, get out of it. Not give any momentum to Fort Collins. And here it is. That is popped up to the left side. Shortstop going out. Third baseman going out. Nobody can catch it. 1 run will score. And that'll go as a base hit for Tomasino. So credit him with an RBI. Popham will score. Franklin down to third. That ball was hit in no man's land. Actually, that should have been the shortstop's ball. He had the better angle on it. Third baseman Markey tried to glove it at the last second, and that was unsuccessful. So that'll go as a base hit for Tomasino. Here's Garrett Hammer. Runners at second and third. 7-4 now. Off-speed pitch is taken for a strike. Second and third, 2 outs. Fort Collins chipping away. We're in the bottom of the 6th. That ball is in the dirt, blocked nicely by Pennell. Guy's done a job. He's in a wall back there. Nothing's gotten by him so far. And here's the 1-1. Good change of pace, swung through it and missed. Ball and 2 strikes to Garrett Hammer. Hammer out of New Mexico Highlands. He is 0 for 2. 1 for 5 on the tournament. And the 1-2 is wide. And leaving it up 2-2. And here's the 2-2. That's low. And that'll run it full. Lewis does have a place to put him. The 9-hole man, Dan Sarala, on deck. And here's the payoff. Off-speed pitch. Just got a piece of it. Garrett Hammer good enough to keep his hands back just long enough to get a piece. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the 3-2 is swung through and missed, and that'll do it. Fort Collins gets 1. They leave a couple. We've played 6 from Wichita. It's the Express 7, Bandits 4. We'll be right back.
Mom, we're gonna be late.
I know.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Express leads at 7-4 over the Bandits from Fort Collins. JT Mossberg will continue to work for the Bandits. It looks like we're going to have a timing penalty. It appears that the defense was not in position, so that'll be a ball 1. Ryan Regal will lead it off. It'll be Regal, Caldwell, and Bechtold scheduled here in the 7th. First pitch is wide, so that'll be ball 2. And that is low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to Regal. 1 for 2 today out of Liberty Hill, and he takes a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here it is. And it's in the dirt, and that'll be a leadoff walk to Ryan Regal. No reason in the world to get a timing penalty on the defense. The catcher needs to be aware of the time. The time is shown on the right field wall. He needs to throw it down with reasonable amount of time to get it down to second base and around the horn and back to the pitcher in time to deliver the first pitch. So the first pitch to Kelton Caldwell floats high and away, ball 1. So that's kind of my opinion on that deal there. So the catcher needs to be in charge of making sure that gets done. And the 1-0 is fouled down the left side, and that'll be out of play. So a leadoff walk to Ryan Regal, and the Express has something cooking here in the top of the 7th. They got 2 in the 4th and 5 in the 5th. Shows bunt and takes a ball wide. 2-1. Mossberg had a little success in the 6th, and that's inside. That'll get by. Thank you. And the runner will go down to second on the wild pitch. Three balls and a strike, nobody out. Runner at second base. Leadoff walk to Ryan Regal. Caldwell 2 for 3 out of Salt Lake City. He bounces that one to the first baseman. Tomasino playing over near the line, gobbles it up and takes it himself. And that'll be out number 1. So Caldwell does a job, gets something to the right side, moves the runner over. Regal over to third. Here's Tim Bechtold. Two for 2 today. And he's 3 for 5 for the tournament. Takes the first pitch wide. Ball 1. And tried to check his swing, unable to hold up. And that'll go as a strike. 1-1. Activity now in the Round Rock bullpen. Pitch is swung on and missed. Looks like Jack Egelman getting loose down there. And the 1-2 misses wide, 2-2. And the 2-2 is bounced foul. Mossberg, a very quick worker. Defense loves that. And the 2-2. Good off-speed pitch. He swings through it. He's way out ahead of it. And that'll be out number 2. This will bring up the 9-hole man, Ramon Vinachea. He's 1 for 3. 1 for 6 in the tournament. And his first pitch swinging. Line to the shortstop. Sarala climbs the ladder and hauls it in. So good play by Sarala at short. And that'll do it for the Express. They are going to strand a leadoff walk. And we're through 6.5. Express 7, Bandits 5. We'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 35, 36, 37, 58, 59, 60.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 7th. 7-4 Express. Fort Collins with a little bit of work to do here. Correction, score is 7-5. Sorry, I missed one somewhere. 7-5 Express. New pitcher for Round Rock, Jack Egelman, will come in. He is a 6'2", 170-pounder out of Georgetown. And he'll face top of the order here. Actually, it's Dan Sorella. Dan Sorella will lead it off. 2-1 to him. And he runs the count 3-1. Three balls and a strike to the shortstop. 0 for 1 today. Swung on and fouled. Seven to 5 Express. We're in the bottom half of the 7th. And that pitch is squirted foul down the right-hand side. Egelman will give you a couple of different arm slots. Drop down sidearm with that one. Really tough on that right-handed hitter to keep the front side in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's fisted foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. Hegelman with a sign, and that's in there for a called strike. Sorolla wasn't sure. He tossed his bat thinking he was going to get first base, but that was on the outside corner, and that'll be a leadoff strikeout. This will bring up Jake Mondragon. Mondragon hitless today and hitless for the tournament. He's out of Eaton, Colorado. First pitch to him is driven to center. Tadlock coming in a few steps and makes the play. Mondragon hit it on the nose. Tadlock had him played perfectly, and that'll be out number 2. So with 2 outs, here's Kalen Hammer. Hammer 1 for 3 today. Out of Navarro Community College, steps in from the right side. 2 outs. Egelman with a sign, and that's fouled back to the right side. Valley Center will take on Sterling in the next game, about 35 minutes after the conclusion of this one. We'll have it for you. Stay tuned. And the 0-1. That misses wide. Ball and a strike. And the 1-1. That is grounded to the right side. Caldwell up with it. Flips to Egelman, and that'll do it. So Fort Collins goes in order in the 7th. So we're through 7 innings of play. Express 7, Colorado 5. We'll be right back.
For 6 generations, this land is provided for this Kansas farmer's family. Now, it also provides affordable, clean energy for Kansas. Watch the full story at weststarenergy.com/clean energy.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th. Looks like a new pitcher for the Express. Looks like number 16, Cody Lawson, will come in. He is a 6'3", 210-pounder out of Chandler, Arizona. He goes to New Mexico Highlands. So he'll come in to try to slow down the Express a little bit. Top of the order, Parker Tadlock. He squares at the first pitch, bunts it back to the pitcher, and he tries the new pitcher out right off the bat. And Lawson fields it and throws to first in time. So Tadlock is retired here in the top of the 8th. 1 down. Here's Marcus Castillo. And he takes a fastball in there for a strike. Castillo walked in the 6th. And in the 3rd, base hit and scored in the 5th. And he takes a ball low. That leaving it up 1-1. And here's the 1-1. That is lifted to right field. Franklin ranging over to his left. Tough Sunfield right now. And he made it look easy, and that'll be out number 2. This will bring up Patrick Fennell. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Fennell out of El Paso, bounced out in the 6th. Singled and scored in the 5th. He is 1 for 4. And he takes a pitch low. Ball and a strike. And that's in there for a call strike. Good fastball on the inside corner for a strike. So good location from Lawson. Off-speed pitch is driven to center. Bracken a few steps to his left and back and makes the play. So the Express goes in order in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-5 Express. We'll be right back.
This bud's for the dream and the people bold enough to pursue it. For those who come from nothing and rise to something. It's for those who take everything this country has to offer and make it their own.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-5 Express. Bandits down to their final 6 outs to tie this thing up or take the lead. Jack Egelman will continue to work for the Express. Three, 4, and 5 scheduled for Fort Collins here in the bottom of the 8th. Isaac, Bracken, Popham, and Dill. So Bracken first pitch swinging, driven to the shortstop. He is up with it over to first in time. Fennell to his left, gobbles it up, and retires Bracken. 1 out. Here's Dakota Popham. Popham 2 for 3, struck out in the 2nd. Couple of runs scored. First pitch swinging, grounds it to the shortstop Fennell. He's up with it over to first in time. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. With 2 outs, here's Nathan Dill. Dill hitless today, 3 for 4 coming into today. It's out of Butler Community College. Popped out last time up. And he takes a pitch wide, ball 1. And that's low. Dill ahead in the count, 2-0. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And the side armor pushes that one on the outside corner. 3-0. See if Egelman can climb back and get in it. That's in there for a call strike. 3-1. Wouldn't be surprised to see Dill take another one. And that's inside in the dirt, and that'll be a 2-out walk issued to Nathan Dill. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Gabe Franklin. Base hit and scored in the 6th. And first pitch swinging, that one fouls back into the seats. Egelman trying to get it to the ninth. And that's a good pitch on the outside corner. Franklin in the hole, 0-2. Wind appears to be blowing out a little bit harder. And that's low, blocked nicely by Pennell. Franklin out of Washburn. 1 for 3 today. Swung on, popped foul. First baseman Caldwell drifting over into foul territory, and he's got it. So Fort Collins will leave one, and we have played 8 here in Wichita. Express 7, Bandits 5. We'll be right back.
Davis Moore is proud to support our local schools and teachers through organizations like Project Teacher that provide free school supplies to students in the greater Wichita area. Through the month of July, we're collecting school supplies like pencils, crayons, glue sticks, markers, and paper. Stop by any of our dealerships with your donation so that together we can help get supplies into the hands of children in our schools.
From all of us at Davis Moore, thank you for your continued support to help our community.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the ninth, 7-5 Express. It looks like Fort Collins is going to go to Rocco Argudo. He is a 6'2", 195-pounder out of Pueblo West. He will face Pennell, Markey, and Regal of the Round Rock order, trying to hold him right there. First pitch to Pennell is fouled back, strike 1. Pennell reached on a hit by pitch in the 6th and an RBI in the 5th. He is hitless today. And he takes a ball, 1-1. Pennell was 2 for 4 in game 1 of the World Series. That's an off-speed pitch, misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. So Argudo out there, just try to hold him right there, give him a chance to tie it or win it in the 9th. That is driven down the third base line. That'll just be inside the bag, and that'll get into the field pass area down there, and that'll be a ground rule double. So a leadoff double by Pennell. And the Express aren't taking their foot off the gas just yet. Express leads at 7-5. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Express. 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Fort Collins Bandits. This will bring up Ty Markey. Got to wonder if we might be in a bunting situation. Maybe push something to the right side, move the runner over with one out. We'll just see. And he squares. He offers, and it's a strike. And here's the 0-1. He's going to square again. And he offers again. That's strike two. Oh and 2. Situation with this, you just want to catch the ball with the bat. Looks like Marquis was trying to take a stab at it. Off-speed pitch is bounced foul. So Marquis still trying to get the ball to the right side. We get the runner over with one out. Marquis playing third base today out of Liberty Hill. And kind of a half swing, and that'll do it. So Marquis out on strikes. One out now in the inning. This will bring up Ryan Regal. Walked in the 7th. Couple of walks on the afternoon. He's 1 for 2. Couple runs scored. And he takes the ball outside. And here's the 1-0. That is swung on and fouled back. Good fastball at 84 from Argudo. Looked like Regal was on time. Just got a little bit under it. Off-speed pitch swung through. Good change of pace from Argudo. And Regal's in the hole. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second base, courtesy of a leadoff double by Tucker Pennell. That is fouled back this way. Just missed our cameraman. Actually, it got him. He looks like he's all right. He's rubbing it. Gonna have to hit him a lot harder than that to get out of this duty. Should have been caught, though. Here's 1 and 2. And Argudo steps off, chases runner back. And here's the 1 and 2. That swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Good fastball at 88 from Argudo. Second strikeout in the inning. 2 outs. Here's Kelton Caldwell. Two for 4 today. A couple of runs scored, doubled in the 4th. Steps in from the left side. And the Salt Lake City native tries to check his swing, unable to do so. And that'll be a strike. And the 0-1, that is driven down the right field line, foul. That's into the bullpen. Caldwell barreled that one up. Wasn't fooled a bit on that one. Oh and 2 now to the big first baseman. And a pitch to him. Off-speed pitch floats outside. Ball 1. And And here's the 1-2. That is batted foul down the first base side. And here's the 1-2 again. Just took a little bit off, and that'll be driven into right field. They're going to hold the runner. And the throw is through. Back to second. And that'll do it. So Caldwell tries to take second base, throw over the cutoff man. Catcher comes up with it and throws a strike to second, and that'll do it. So the Express are going to leave one. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Express 7, Bandits 5. We'll be right back.
It's time to make a muscle and make a difference, Wichita.
Davis Moore has partnered with the MDA for more than 15 years, supporting the Drive to a Cure efforts of curing neuromuscular diseases and improving the quality of life for kids like these.
During the month of August, the Davis Moore Auto Group will proudly donate a portion of this month's sales to MDA. If you'd like to help, come into any one of our Davis Moore locations to make your donation. Help us drive to a cure under the big American flag.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Fort Collins down to their final 3 outs. They trail it 7-5 to the Express out of Texas. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Bandits. Tomosino, Hammer, and Serrala scheduled here in the bottom of the ninth. Looks like the Express is going to trust the arm of Jack Egelman to get it done here in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch to Tomosino in there for a strike. We expect the Bandits to take till we get a strike here. Try to get some base runners here in the ninth. And that misses low. Count even 1-1. And here's the 1-1. That misses low again. 2 balls and a strike. 7, 8, 9 for the Bandits. Tomosino 2 for 3 today. And that's low. 3 balls and a strike. And a 3-1 is wide. So a leadoff walk issued to Tomosino here in the bottom of the ninth, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Garrett Hammer. Hammer out of New Mexico Highlands. Nobody getting loose in the bullpen, so they appear to be satisfied at the moment with Jack Egelman. Hammer hitless today. 1 for 3 the day before. Throw to first, and Tomosino is back. And the first pitch to Garrett Hammer. That's low and in, ball 1. That's 4 straight balls issued by Jack Egelman. Hammer doing the catching today. And that's in there for a call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Actually, that's a correction. That's Richard Edwards in there. He took over for Hammer when he was injured earlier today. My apologies. So that is Edwards in there now. And he takes inside. 2 balls and a strike. And that's inside, 3-1. So Egelman having trouble with control here in the bottom of the 9th. And here's the 3-1. That's in there. Right down the middle, strike 2. Edwards out of Fort Collins, 6'1", 210-pounder. Steps in from the right side. And that'll miss low. So back-to-back walks issued by Egelman. Looks like we're going to have a visit from Steve Markey. He's going to go out and they're going to talk about it. We'll have 3 more games after this one. We'll have all of them for you, so you're going to stay tuned for that. Up next, we'll have the Valley Center Mud Daubers versus the Sterling, Colorado Express. 7 o'clock marquee game will be Mulvane, Kansas versus the 316 Elite. And the nightcap will be Northwest Arizona versus the Austin, Texas Shockers. So manager Steve Markey is satisfied with the conference. He is back in the dugout. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Winning run at the plate. Here is Dan Sarala. 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts. Actually, that is number 27, it looks like. Swung on, popped to center. Tadlock going back, coming in, and makes the play. Runner did not tag, and that'll be out number 1. One out now, runners at first and second. Top of the order, here's Jake Mondragon. Mondragon out of Eaton, Colorado. And he's first pitch swinging and fouls it back. Mondragon hitless in the tournament. He is 0 for 9. He represents the winning run. And that's in there for a strike. Good pitch on the outside corner by Jack Egelman. Seven to 5 Express. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Bandits trying to tie it up or walk it off right here. And that misses wide. Ball and 2 strikes. And Egelman steps off, chases the runners back. Tomosino does run well, so you got to keep an eye on him. And that is fouled back to the right side. Very difficult to keep that front side in if you're a right-handed hitter against a guy dropping down like Egelman does. Outfield pretty shallow. Off-speed pitch, that's swung on and fouled back. Good battle at the plate by Jake Mondragon. Mondragon popped out to center field last time. Done that a couple of times today. And that pitch is popped up down the right field line. Foul. Everybody giving chase. That was just out of the reach of Caldwell at first base. One and two, big at bat right here by Mondragon. Wind blowing in now from the southeast. And the pitch, that is wide, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Runners at first and second. We're in the bottom of the ninth. And that misses wide, 3-2. Egelman lost his footing on that delivery. Well, let's see who's going to win this battle. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Egelman with the check and the sign. Here it is. Off-speed pitch. That is bounced to the shortstop, over to the second baseman for one, back to first in time, and that'll do it. So Fort Collins is going to leave one. And your totals. For the Express out of Texas, 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors. For the Bandits, 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Winning pitcher will be Daniel Lewis, and Jack Barnhart will be saddled with the loss. Another game coming up here in about 30 minutes. I'm Todd Hook for Jack and Chris Worrell. We'll see you in about 30 minutes.